Well, hey y'all, how y'all doing? And tie up some of these. These are 1/8 on a 4 hook. I poured a bunch of lead for a guy that wanted a heavier head on a smaller hook, and of course, when you pour a bunch of extras. So we're gonna tie up the extras. Hi, Blade. Okay, Blade, you gotta remember, no cussing while you're on here. I know it's gonna be hard. Samson, let's see, Mike Sampy, how you doing? Norman, how's your grandpa doing, Blade? I haven't talked to your dad lately and asked him how Tom was doing. So I need to call him, but I just didn't yet. Oh, right on, you found a job. That's awesome. Been praying for you about that. Hey, Rod. Yeah, I'm glad you got your CDL, Blade. Just don't pull Mikey. I know you. James, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Tying Tuesday, everybody. The wife just left to go to Bible study. Storms are rolling in here. Going to be a rough night, so we'll see. We're going to tie as long as we can. There's a wild hair there. Weather gets too bad, we'll jump off. My internet is fiber optic, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you never know. My Vice is wanting to walk around too. Here we go. Peeps your eyes on that jig. That right there, that's going to be a good one. I know you are, bud. I know you are. I was just teasing. But that humidity was up today, man. I'm telling you, them storms are going to blow up here before too long. We'll see how they go. I hear it thunder booming out there now. Did you hear that thunder, boys? Gregory, you hear that thunder? Where's Rosie at? She's up in the kitchen hiding. I know it. Rosie's scared of the thunder and stuff, so. Big old vicious Doberman, 80-pound dog, scared to death of the thunder. She used to not be scared of gunshots or nothing. No thunder. Then that second year of her life, she was almost, she was like a year and a half old, and then we had Independence Day, 4th of July, and everybody started lighting the fireworks and stuff, and that's when she actually got scared. And now she's scared of thunder. I mean, she goes and sleeps in the kitchen. She tries to come in bed with us. If it's in the middle of the night, she comes in and sleeps at the foot of my bed and just sits there and whines like it's the end of the world. Poor thing. Am I going to have Jigs with me on Saturday? Yep, I'll have Jigs in the truck. I got my got some bait keeper jigs, so the jigs I make for plastics. I got some of those and some rod holders out at the outpost at Cheney now, so I went in and talked to them fellas, the father and son guys out there, and they were gracious enough to carry my rod holders. And then when I brought them the rod holders, I showed them my jigs, and they were like, well, yeah, we'll take some of them too. But one more wrap on that. I didn't like that collar was kind of visible. And Backlash, how are you? Gregory and Matthew went outside to look at the storm rolling in. Is it getting bad out there, boys? Matthew, put the dog down. No, he wasn't picking up the Doberman. He was picking up the rat. Hey, bring Lily here. We'll show Blade, because Blade's on here. That puppy that I got from your dad, Blade. Come here a little bit. Here's that puppy that I got from your dad. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, don't you lick me. Or don't you lick me. I'm going to shave this dog and make flies out of her. Make jigs. Coastal, how you doing, girl? Backlash here is in here too. You need to give him some more tar. I'm sure being this time of night, little Panda's around somewhere too. Much love to you guys. Little Miss Panda. Yeah, Naomi went to Bible study, so I'm going to start doing Tying Tuesdays. She had dance tonight. Oh. You should send me a couple pictures of her at dance so I can show Naomi. Recital in 3 weeks. Woohoo! That'll be fun. I'm so happy that you guys get to experience this part of her life. I remember when the boys were all little, it was so much fun. And now with cell phones, it makes it so much easier to take pictures and stuff instead of getting the camcorder out and all that. It's funny to say that now we had all those video cameras and camcorders and stuff back in the day, and now everybody just uses their phone. Dave Hughes, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you are doing well as well. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up in the evenings, but I'm going to start doing Tying Tuesdays. Naomi's going to women's Bible study, so this gives me an opportunity. Of course, y'all see Gregory running back and forth behind me. So this gives me an opportunity to just get up here and do a little tying. I mean, I tie anyways, but get to tie on a live. I'm going to, like I said the other day, I'm going to start making more of a presence on YouTube. I need to basically promote my business more, so we're going to be promoting our jigs. Get that camera to focus. Promoting our jigs out a lot more and doing things like that. Ernie. Yep, got storms right outside the door, Ernie. They're going to be big bad ones tonight. Naomi went to Bible study, and she was kind of worried about going with the storms coming. But I just told her, I said, what? One of your girlfriends is coming over. You better go. So then Tracy came over, and I said, well, Tracy's here. You better get to Bible study. She made cookies and everything, so she'd planned on going anyways. She was just needing somebody to give her a little bit of a push. Yeah, I kind of figured he might be. It's about time for him to retire. He may not want to, but health problems like that, they don't want you driving a truck. That feather's bad. So I smoked some jalapeno poppers tonight and some wieners, some of them big sausages, and then the ones you get like just 2 in a pack, and then did ribs and a steak. So when I smoke meat, I smoke a bunch of meat. That way I only got to do it once every every few days or once a week type thing. I got a big smoker, so I just fill it up and let her go. Yeah, hopefully he'll get back to driving. I know that sitting around the house is just going to drive him nuts. Yep, that's the whole thing. Once you start getting one element, the other ones start creeping in. That's why when I had my heart attack, I had to really cut back on the groceries. Stonefly, I have not seen you in a long time, bud. Hope you're doing well. We're just tying up some of these right here. Crappie season's right around the corner for us. Just had surgery today. What'd you have surgery on? Yeah, it's not Friday morning, Jason. I'm going to start doing tying Tuesdays. Your dad doing okay, I hope? Those are some big shoes to fill, Blade. Just do the best you can and be vigilant. We went out to Cheney today and the wind just beat us to death. We didn't stay long. We was going to try to get some blue cats, but it was pretty bad. Been trying to find a spot to fish anymore out there with all the sticks and stuff that growed up around the bank. It needs a little bit more on the bottom. Didn't like that feather neither. Now we got some storms brewing down here, Jason. I think they're heading up towards your and Blade's way, so if the power goes out, I'm going to be sitting here in the dark. We have a Generac out at the farm, but we don't have nothing here. What vise do I use? It's a Renzetti. I've had this vise for about 20 plus years now. I've only had to change the rubber band right after I got it, but I haven't had to change that band since. Now, I bet you it'll happen quicker than that because this stuff moved in pretty quick down here. We had clear skies an hour ago, but now it's not. It's all thunder rolling outside and everything else, so I'm sure you can look down south and see it. Calling for snow for you next week. Yeah, they said it's supposed to get cool again in a couple days, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. Then we're back in the 80s again. Today we were 80 something. Like right now, we're 76 right now. It's kind of muggy in my house. Rosie's starting to do her whining. She don't like the storms. What are you doing, Rosie? You getting scared? £80 chicken. That's what you are. Never seen a Doberman more scared of the rain and thunderstorms than you. All the Dobermans we used to have back in the day, they didn't care. Oh, her just mopies. She's just coming up here with her head tucked down and just whining. She's going to go in Gregory's room. Big chicken. She's going to go lay down in the kitchen. She knows where the safest place in the house is, in the kitchen. What am I tying? I don't have a name for this one, but it's just a salt and pepper color with a gray tail. Silver head. The silver is a new color that I got for the powder coat. Oh, I hear the rain out there now. As long as it doesn't hail, we'll be all right. I didn't put my truck in the garage. Sirens? That sounds like an ambulance. Yeah, if I gets held on, I'll just pay the deductible, I suppose. Like my shop's got to go in the, or my truck has got to go in the shop anyways on Thursday. My AC blew a hole in the side of the compressor. They said that something happened to where the pressure just built up in there too much or something and blew a hole out the side. See, that's the whole idea, James. I just tie up new jigs, new colors, and make y'all want more. I went and rubbed my eye and I had peppers for dinner, and now I'm regretting it because I didn't wash my hands after I ate dinner. A little bit of, put some of my pepper shake in there, so my dehydrated habaneros and chilies and all that. Your semi went in the shop, Jason? Is that what Blade's saying? Yeah, let's tie some different colors. Let's tie something different. What should we tie now? We'll tie some pinks. We'll do pink and black. Is all the dogs in the house?
Yeah, this one's running.
What?
This one's scared.
Well, I know Rosie's in there laying in the kitchen. I know that. She's a chicken.
I think dogs like
Let's get some blacktail. These are a bigger jig. These are 1/8 with a size 2 hook. Yeah, I make purple and black. Call it black plum. Let me tie a couple of these and then I'll tie a couple of those.
Where?
Yeah, hold on. Let me finish this jig up and then I'll just switch over for you. Then you can see it. Here comes the rain. This is another jig that I like here too. I tied up quite a few of these over the years. Whoops, missed that. So there you go. Now black and purple.
Dog got that side by a little bigger.
I got any black heads left? Not in that box. So when I do the black and purple, I do a black head, a black body, and a purple tail. So let me get out some purple. Tornado on the ground in Indiana. Well, prayers for those people. Went and trimmed that feather without wrapping my thread on first. Leave her alone. She's just going to be hinky. She don't like the storms. Just let her run back and forth. Right on, Blaine. It was root beer duck. It's because the jig head color of that jig is root beer, and the feathers are duck feathers. They're wood duck feathers. So I just called it root beer duck. And also, root beer duck sounds like a good dish. I would eat root beer duck.
Additional information from Cape First Alert Weather.
Oh yeah, severe thunderstorm in your area. Oh yeah, I bet you. Sounds like it's raining pretty good out there, boys. Coming down pretty good. Gregory's kind of wet. Oh, there's a big old thunder boomer. That vibrated the house. Stardust for the name on that silver one. That'd be a pretty good name. That's what we'll call it then. What'd you do? Said sorry, didn't mean to do that. Now done it anywhere else. Butterbean. Ernie. There you go, Blade. Oh, black and purple. We'll throw another one of those together. Yeah, I got quite a few jig combos that I just don't have names for. This one is we call black plum. Just because these are plum purple feathers and it was black jig head and stuff. Well, hopefully we got all the windows up on the truck earlier too. Yeah? Greg? Greg! We got all the windows up on the truck earlier, I hope, right? Okay. That'd be awful to get wet leather. Boy, that truck would stink then. Especially with as much fishing gears in there. Do what Naomi does. Turn your hearing aid up. You need to be able to hear it probably. Her new hearing aids. I can't say nothing behind her back no more. I just talk normal and she can hear me all the way across the house now. I gotta be careful. She makes phone calls and everything else through her hearing aid now too. Yeah, hearing some things you probably just don't want to. That's as well, you know. I'll put a little bit of under wrap on that body, fatten it up a little bit.
One thing they turned out.
I don't know if I like the way that worked out or not. Usually on the bigger heads I'll do that. I'll under wrap it and crappie will still eat it. You got an idea for me? What's that, James? Y'all keep hearing me say James. That's the Crystal that James is using his wife's YouTube, so that's why I keep saying James. Yeah, Naomi can listen to music and everything through hers, just like regular earbuds. Okay, that's fine. You talk to me about it on Saturday. I'll be at Bass Pro again Saturday, guys. I think they got me doing another seminar as well. I'll have to look at the email my boss sent me. Being pro staff for Bass Pro Shop, that's sure a fun gig, I'm tell you what. been taking Gregory with me over there. He just walks around the store the whole time. We spend that much time up there anyways. Yeah, we was out at Cheney today and it's full. It was just down about maybe 4 or 5 inches. It wasn't much. It's full. The water's all the way up to the handicap pier. I mean, all the way up to it. What this rain will do is this rain will get them white bass running up in the river. And we're probably still, a week or two out for it, but with as warm as it was today and this rain, that wet river temps will come up enough that it'll shock the north end of that lake. Then there'll be 100 people on the river catching white bass. It'll be busy. What's the tie now? What's the tie? Put those purple back up. The blackheads that I have poured up, I need to tie some other jigs with. I'll go back to just doing some of them. Like I said, we'll call them Stardust. Yeah, it would be nice if they come up a little bit better access areas. But with Cheney, the reason why they put all that rock around it is because, the waves beat the shoreline up. Since it's such a shallow lake, those waves get real high and they beat that shoreline up, and then it just ends up to where you can walk out 50 yards and only be knee deep. That's why they put all that rock around the south end of the lake, where they got all them campsites and stuff. But yeah, there again, you know me, I'll get through it one way or another. I'm fixing to buy me a kayak anyways, as soon as I get enough money for one. I'm about there. I've been saving some money for that. I got other bills too, but I got my play fund money. Matter of fact, I might end up bringing home a kayak on Saturday. I made a pretty good sale today to the bait shop. They got a couple dozen jig heads and Then they bought 4 rod holders, so that just puts me that much closer. I'll write it, since I'll be doing it for using it for videos and stuff. I'll write it off as a business expense next year on my taxes. I mean, you don't get much back when you do that kind of stuff, but every little bit helps. Hey, Avid, your package got sent out the other day, Avid, and so you're gonna get a little box. It's not just an envelope of jigs. Naomi threw some monster cookies in there for you. She knew that you was been asking for some, so. She said, don't eat them all at one time, though, which we already know you will. Yeah, since she's retired now, she's been baking a lot. Oh, we were going back to Stardust. I was picking up the wrong chenille there. Yeah, she's at Bible study right now. She's at women's Bible study, so she'll be home in a little bit. We're going to start doing a tie-in Tuesday, Avid, and so if y'all don't know, Fishers of Men is Avid. His real name is Dana, but he used to be Avid Fisherman. Changed his channel name. Ah! So if you hear me out calling out names that you're not seeing, that's why. I think I have a spare. I think I have an old vise around here somewhere. Just a cheap one. I'll see if I can figure out where I put it. But those are some good looking jigs, though. Those will work well for crappie. That's kind of that shad color combo, you know, that minnow type deal. And this, like I said, this is a new color. It's almost like a chrome. Get my camera to focus. Got to put my hands up there so it'll focus. It's almost like a chrome, but not quite. It's kind of a matte finish. They just call it silver. But a guy was like, I want a color of a shiny lead, but I don't want lead. So I went to the store and started searching all their powders and bought a couple different grays and silvers, and this one looks pretty good. This one looks like a shiny lead. Yeah, your jigs are on their way, Evan. They'll be there before too long. Hopefully they don't get stuck in St. Louis again. That was the problem last couple times. They got stuck in St. Louis for a couple days. Their drug dog be sniffing up your cookies. Be like, this package don't need to go through. Start wrapping them in tin foil so they or lead. They wrap them in a little thin sheet of lead or something where they can't see what's in there. They'd probably rip open the box. Flag my business. That feather just wasn't laying right. Looks funny. You caught some 8-inch bluegill. Them some good bluegill. Yeah, Thursday morning I got to go get my truck worked on over at Pratt at the Chevy dealership. What I'll probably do is like they said I got to be there for like 4 hours. So I think what I'll do is I'll take my poles, tell them to go drop me off at the lake. And Gregory and I'll go tell them to drop me off at the lake and come back with my truck when I'm done and pick me up. That way I can do some fishing. We'll probably stay up about 10 more minutes or so. Almost my bedtime. Getting kind of tired. You guys getting tired of looking at the same jig over and over again? Yeah, we caught a few of them like that up there, didn't we? They had some pretty dark fish. I remember one time your dad caught one, stuck it in a bucket, and then it started to rain and stuff. Boy, that thread got twisted around that so many times. He stuck it in a bucket because it started to rain, and we stuck it up beside the vehicle. And the next day, that thing looked like it was dead, and then he went and stuck the stringer back in the water, and that fish come back to life. I mean, he had changed colors and everything. Jason didn't think it was going to be viable fish. I think Daniel was with us too then. It was at the spillway at Canopolis. That's one thing I miss fishing is the spillways at Canopolis and stuff, but I can't walk down there no more. So I suppose I could get down there if I needed to, but boy, if them sirens go off, I'd be up a creek. I'd crawl down the rocks, but I couldn't crawl up the rocks fast enough to get out of the way of the water rushing open. Of course, you do it at a calm enough time of the year, wouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah, I like catching flathead, Evan. I like catching blue cats too. Around here we have a better chance of catching blue cats. Flatheads seem to be more in the river. And our rivers are so shallow that, yeah, you get some big ones. But most of the time the flatheads that we catch are like 5 to 8 pounds. Yeah, you were pretty young when I was put in the chair. I've been in this chair for 17 years, I think. 16 years, 17 years now. Been a long time. We're just getting old. That's the problem. Yeah, at our local lake at Cheney, Avid, they changed the length limit and stuff for the blue cats. So now we can catch 10 blue cats of any size. We can keep them as small as we want. And yeah, 16 years ago, you would have been 10, 11, somewhere around in there. 16, 17 years ago, you'd have been 10 or 11. Timothy's 26 now. Timothy's getting married too, guys. I didn't say that. My youngest boy, he's getting married on November the 28th. He bought an engagement ring a couple months ago and then took her out to Wyoming to the Tetons, to the big mountains, and proposed to her out there on a frozen lake with all the snow-covered mountains behind her and stuff. They called us all excited. She said yes. Just think out if she'd have said no, that'd have been an awkward 15-hour drive home, wouldn't it? No, she's a sweet girl. We really like her. Plus, she's a doctor, so that even makes it better. She got a career, not a job. I'm not saying that it's better because she's a doctor. I'm just saying it's better because she got a job. A lot of these kids these days just don't want to work. And she's got I shouldn't say she doesn't even got a job. She got a career. A lot of people have jobs. I get it spit out right. She got a career. And now Tim's a paramedic, so he's got a career. We're proud of you too, Blade. Just keep it up. Lone Star. Cheers to you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the flash on that one. I'll stick that one in my box. It'll be all right. I got too busy just tying, wasn't even thinking. I do that once in a while. So I'm gonna be doing some more edited videos here before too long too. I got to get a bunch of footage and stuff. So we're gonna be doing some fishing, do a bunch of crappie fishing this year, and we're gonna be chasing some blue cats and some. We might go chase some white bass, but I don't know. We're just try to go fishing more places again, like we used to. Now that my health is getting back to pretty good. Yeah, we got, me and Gregory's got some plans of doing some fishing. We're gonna go to, like I said, go to Pratt on Thursday. Then I'm gonna try to go to. He wants to go to Sterling again. We did okay at Sterling, but it really wasn't that good. I think we're better off hitting the bigger lakes. So like we do, like Marion County Lake, maybe even Marion Reservoir proper. Then do Winfield Lake. That we had fun down there at Winfield Lake, or not Winfield Lake, Wellington Lake. It was Wellington Lake that we went to. We had fun at Wellington Lake. Yeah, Kingman Lake is the catfish are doing really well out there. The catfish are back up to 6-7 pounds now. It's ready to fish. The weeds have died back enough that it's not so bad. But I mean, Kingman Lake was always kind of a mossy lake, anyways. Yeah, Sterling's too. Yeah, it's too calm of a lake. It's real good for bluegill, big bluegill, but that's, we might do, like I said, we might just go up there for panfish. But Pratt definitely it's back up and running good. The hybrids in there are doing good as well. You got to be there early in the morning for the hybrids, though. That seems like when they bite the best up there. But the Sawguy they're pretty good size in there at Pratt now. They've got smallmouth bass at Pratt. But Kingman is doing pretty good again. The crappie ain't worth a darn because they just put crappie in there, this last year. It'll take another year or two for the crappie to rebound to there, but the catfish and the bass are doing good there. A lot of people have been going out there catching quite a few catfish. But to tell you the truth, Cheney is the one that's been, Cheney it's doing great now that it's full again. Even over at Fisherman's Cove, we could fish back where we used to at Fisherman's Cove off the point, off Yoder Point. Yeah. They got it all fixed up there. Yeah, Kingman and Pratt both, so we were at Pratt and caught some they were okay crappie. They were 10 inchers, but we caught some 10-inch crappie at Pratt last Friday. Not the Friday that we just had, but the Friday before. Something weird just happened with my phone.
From Cake First Alert, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
I don't know if y'all can hear the phone saying that or not. Does that go through to when you guys are listening? Does that storm warning go through? But yeah, I think I'm gonna jump off of here real quick and go check the weather and stuff. Nell may be coming home here shortly. And take my meds and stuff. I'll start going up on Tuesdays, like I said, just like this for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, it does. So you guys are hearing the warnings that I'm getting. What? It's too hot for you? Bring it here. Too spicy? Can't handle it? Matthew tried to eat one of my jalapeno poppers. He just can't do it.
Like in it.
I know I stuck some pepper flake in it. I stuck habaneros and stuff in it. And of course it's going to be warm. I told you I stuck it in there. Yeah, this is going to be my last one right here, guys. I'm going to go check out the weather and see why my phone keeps going off. It's probably just like the storm that came through earlier, just a little rain or heavy rain and some thunder. But anyways, all y'all be blessed. Loving each and every one of you. Appreciate y'all for being in here. Remember, hit that thumbs up button. That's fine. Yeah, because as soon as I get off of here and Naomi gets home, I'm going to go to bed myself. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It comes early. I got to fix them 2 pieces of flash, though. They kind of sticking out the wrong spot. There we go. Get them back out to the side where they belong. So, but with that being said, I do appreciate all y'all being here. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me this evening. Y'all be blessed and take care. Yeah, right. His mouth too sensitive. Ain't nothing wrong with little habaneros once in a while, you know. So, but anyways, I appreciate all y'all. Yep, just double tap the screen and you'll get that thumbs up there. Appreciate you guys. Go tie something, go do something, go be something. Don't let disability stop you. Get out there and get your fishing pole wet. We'll see y'all.
You on?